I am so done niching down, and you should be too. Let's talk about that today. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Mommy Scribbles. My name is Dawn, and I am your virtual writing and self-publishing coach. I am super pumped that you are here today because this is the place where you're going to finally write that book that you keep saying you're going to write. I'm going to help you out so that you can help support your family by creating passive income online and finally stop stressing and just have some fun doing what you love to do, being creative, and being with the people who matter most. For today, we are going to be talking all about niches. What in the world is a niche? Do you even need one? And if so, how do you pick one? And that's going to actually be profitable so that you can start creating today. By the end of this video, you are going to see why some books on Amazon KDP are selling and why some just fall flat. So let's do this thing. Now, a lot of people keep talking about niching down. You got to pick a niche. You got to have a niche. You got to do this. You got to do that. Niche, niche, niche. Some people say niche, but I say niche. Honestly, when I first started publishing books a couple years ago, the concept of niching down was a bit frustrating to me as a new publisher. For some reason, I just didn't quite understand how to do it. I watched tons of videos on how to niche down. I kept creating books that I thought were niched down, but for some reason, it just wasn't clicking. I wasn't making any sales. I mean, I almost gave up, to be honest, because it was really, disheartening. Why do you even need a niche anyway, Here's the thing, though. If you try to sell to everyone, you're going to sell to no one. This is why a lot of KDP businesses and entrepreneurs, self-based, service-based businesses, and even product-based businesses fall flat. They don't want to niche down for fear of missing out on potential buyers and thinking that they have the potential to help everyone, when in reality, they're helping no one. Individual books need to speak to specific people, real people buying real books. And in a lot of cases, including my own, you can create a product that solves a specific problem that is unique to them. When you niche down, 3 things happen. Number 1, content is so much easier to create. You don't have to sit there and research all day long and being like, oh, is this going to work? It's so much easier. Number 2, you establish authority in your niche. People will come to know you by that niche. I know where I can get this kind of book because this person creates it and they always do such a good job. And number 3, people are magnetized by your content over others. For some reason, when you niche down and you really get specific, people are just drawn to that. You become magnetic. And what's awesome about this business is that everyone has something that they can create, something that is unique to them. So the definition of niche is a specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. I know. This sounds, honestly, just saying this sounds confusing. But really what a niche is, it's just a specific problem that you solve for a specific person. And I get what that is, but when I first started in this KDP journey, I tried to niche down, but for some reason I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Like all the books I kept creating came back with nothing, no sales, not a mooch, until one day I made a book and it sold within one day of it being on the market. I hadn't advertised or anything. I mean, it actually became a #1 new release. Like, what? Like, how the heck did that even happen? I don't know. I'm like, what is this? What did I do right? Sure, the Lord helped me get that sale, but what was it that made someone buy this product before I had even a chance to tell anyone that I had created it? Well, here's the thing. I stopped thinking about niching down. I stopped trying to figure out what market to break into. I stopped researching and looking at what sold and what didn't. You know what I did instead? I sold to myself. I made a product that I needed and I wanted. I made it because I saw a lack in the market for what I was looking for. So I made it. And bam! What? Someone bought it. I stopped being so analytical and precise about everything. I stopped planning and thinking about who I could sell to make the most money. I just made what I needed. And that, my friends, is the key. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Technically, I did niche down. I was that specific person with that specific problem. And when I did this and I sold to myself, I stopped being calculated in my efforts. I lifted the pressure off of my shoulders and I finally relaxed. You are your best customer. You are. Some people say that KDP is saturated and it's not worth even getting into. Well, I disagree. I believe that you are uniquely qualified to write and create the book that is inside of you because God created you for a purpose. He made you to speak to a specific person and touch someone's life. So use this gift that you have and create that thing that you need most so that you can create that thing that will speak to someone just like you. Yes, we're all different, but we do share common problems and interests. Jesus says to love your neighbor as yourself, right? So when you become your best customer and you put yourself out there in that way, creating things that you need and you're loving, someone else, it's like you're loving someone else as yourself. You know what I mean? So, do you need to pick a niche? No and yes. I say no because you are the niche and you don't have to pick a niche. You just have to be yourself. So, I hope this video was helpful to you and you go pick yourself and make something that you need or someone you love needs. The Bible does say that people rejoice when you sell the grain and don't hold it back, right? Or something like that. I can't remember exactly where that is in the Bible, but you get my point. You can do this. I believe in you because you are uniquely, awesomely you. Until next time, keep scribbling.